at 7:30. Once again, it is hockey night in Utica as the Comets are set to take on the Toronto Marlies at the Adirondack Bank Center. But tonight, not an ordinary hockey night in Utica. News Channel 2's Thomas Tallarino has more for us on tonight's game. Thomas, good evening.
Good evening, Jason. Yeah, this is a special one here tonight at the Adirondack Bank Center. Comets hosting their annual police recognition night as they take on the Toronto Marlies. Before we get into that game preview, let's take a look at how they're going to honor the police and first responders in our community. Now, Comets will be wearing special blue-themed jerseys for the game tonight. It's going to be all blue, black, with the Comets lettering over a police shield. And what this night is all about is respect and recognition for the men and women who keep our community safe. Police officers, first responders, they can get tickets for tonight's game at a discount. Comets, they're also going to be honoring retirees, K-9 units, fallen New Hartford police officer Joe Corr on the 20th anniversary of his in-the-line-of-duty death. And we caught up with the Comets COO, Rick Redmond, this week, and here's what he had to say on tonight's game.
This is a time of year that we're able to recognize and honor the service, sacrifice, community partnership of our local law enforcement organizations. We have a unique partnership, especially with the Utica Police Department, but also all those others that are around the Mohawk Valley. And we enjoy being able to honor them.
This is going to be a special night here in the Odd. A little game preview for tonight. Comets, they're back behind the Rochester Americans, 8 points, and they're going to have to make a miracle run without two key players. Goalie Nico Dawes and defenseman Tobias Valen have been called up to the New Jersey Devils, so we'll see what that's going to entail for tonight. Later on at 6, I'm going to have a full game preview as the Comets take on the Marlies for the second straight game. Reporting live from the Adirondack Bank Center, Thomas Tallarino, News Channel 2. Jason, back to you in the studio.
All right, Thomas, we'll see you at 6. For years.
Good evening, everyone. Thomas Tallarino here for News Channel 2 Sports. I'm back at the Adirondack Bank Center. As you can tell, it is hockey night in Utica, but it's a special one as tonight Comets are hosting their annual police recognition game, celebrating and honoring those who are on the force and first responders. Should be a special night here for the community. And let's take a deep dive into this tradition they do every year. So every time they get on the ice for this police recognition game, you see those special jerseys that the Utica Comets will wear tonight. They will have special blue uniforms with the Utica Comets writing on them over a police shield. And this one should be a fun night against the Toronto Marlies. This is a night all about those it's all about those in respect and recognition for the men and women who keep our community safe. Police officers or first responders were able to get discounted tickets for tonight's game. And the Comets, they're also honoring retirees, K-9 units, and fallen New Hartford police officer Joe Corr on the 20th anniversary of his in-the-line-of-duty death. It should be a very special night here at the Odd. Puck drop is set for 7:05. I'm going to have highlights for you at 11. But before the puck drop, we got to take a look at this game here tonight. Comets chasing Rochester for that last playoff spot. Comets in 6th place in the division. They're behind 8 points. Both teams have 5 games remaining. Comets are going to need a miracle run where they win out and Rochester loses out. So we'll see if they can get that done here tonight. And if they're going to do it, they're going to do it without 2 key players. Today, goalie, franchise leader and shutout, Nico Dawes has been called up to the New Jersey Devils for the final part of their season as they haven't made the playoffs as well up in Jersey. And defenseman Tobias Valen had also been called up today, so we'll see what the changes will be like in those lines tonight. And this game is the second of a back-to-back for the Comets and the Marlies. On Wednesday, Marlies were able to squeak out a win against Utica 4-3 in overtime. Comets were able to get a point still, extending that point streak to 6 games. So that was very important to stay in the playoff hunt. If they're going to get a win tonight, they're going to look to try to get pucks on net early, look for rebound shots, stay consistent as they've been for the past month and a half, and also they're going to look to stay out of the penalty box. So it'll be a very interesting matchup here tonight. Coming up tonight at 11, I'm going to have full highlights of this game tonight, but also Masters Round 2. We'll see how the golfers are shaping out on the course there at Augusta, and New York Mets and Yankees both in action tonight. Yankees on the road in Tampa, Mets at home against the A's. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Up next, Thomas is in at the sports station. Comets held their annual police recognition game and looked to close the playoff gap with a win against the Marlies. Highlights of that and more next.
Tonight, Jimmy has Demi Lovato
Yes, I love that.
with a musical genre challenge and a performance, plus Sarah Michelle Gellar. The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon.
I never thought I'd fall in love with a kitchen appliance until I shopped at Morehouse Appliances, and I actually did.
And now, from the sports station powered by the Steam Body Auto Group, here's News Channel 2's Thomas Tellerino.
Good evening. Tonight was the Comets police recognition game. Comets wore blue jerseys with Comets lettering over the UPD shield. And what this night is all about is respect and recognition for the men and women who keep our communities safe. Tonight, Utica, they took on the Toronto Marlies, and they look to keep their playoff hope alive. We'll start right in the first. Comets on a break. Look at this. Austin Strand in close, fires it in to score. Comets up 1-0 after the first. Middle frame now tied at 1. Michael Dio, he gets a beautiful setup here. One times it in for a goal. Comets are back up by 1. End of the second period, 5-on-3 for the Comets. Montes Milowski, he's going to skate in the point here, just fires one in, and he has a goal right there. Comets lead 3-1 going into the final frame. Third period, Comets on the penalty kill. Nathan LeGrere says, hey, how are you? I'm going to steal that one and score on the wrister on the shorthander. Utica up 3, and Comets take it 6-3, and Rochester lost, which means they are now 6 points out from that last playoff spot with 4 games remaining. We'd like to give a quick shout out to MVCC softball head coach Brittany Mexico, who earned her 100th win yesterday against Herkimer College. Mexico has